Hi folks, I'm Liam Barry. Welcome to Alcan ADV. I'm in Alaska and I've got this KLR 650 here that I've been slowly outfitting to take down around the lower 48 on a road trip this next summer. I thought I'd take you guys through it and kind of show you what I've done to it, the mods and whatnot I've put on it and why, and hopefully somebody gets something nice out of this video. Anyway, here we go. Now I bought this thing used, so the first thing I'm going to go over is what the previous owner already did to it, the mods that were already on it when I got it. Now these are the SW Motec crash bars. It had those on it already, as well as the SW Motec aluminum skid plate. The doohickey has already been done, and it also had some sort of a cheap aftermarket pair of pannier racks on it. Now there's two more things it had on it when I got it. One is this set of Barkbusters handguards. These are the ones with the full shroud, and boy, those things are nice. Anyway, the other thing is a set of Tusk aftermarket foot pegs. Those things really come in handy when you're in the mud, and other than that, the bike was pretty stock when I got it. Now I'm going to split these up into two categories. First is going to be things that are necessary or close, things that are important and add a lot to the bike. And then the next, of course, is going to be the things that are more optional or up to the rider's discretion as to what they want to put on. Now to start things off with what I've done to it, I replaced both sprockets and the chain. I upgraded to a 16 tooth front sprocket just for a little bit better gas mileage as well as easier RPMs. I was also going to do the subframe bolt upgrade. I went and bought the kit for the drill through bolt, but when I went and dug into it to do it, I realized that the SW Motec crash bars the guy before me had on it, they already upgraded the top bolts, and so I just put the upgraded bolts in the bottom and called it good. One thing you can't really see is these are spare cables. I've got a clutch and a throttle over here. I just routed them next to the original cables, and so if something breaks I can just swap it out and I don't have to worry about it. I've also got a set of Shinko 804, 805 tires on it. I'll probably go through a couple of sets on the trip, and I'm thinking of putting the Shinko 705s on if I need to replace these. I upgraded the headlight bulbs. The ones I put on are Sylvania, basically top of the line, just normal headlight bulbs. They're not LEDs, but they're about as good as you can get without going LED. I may still put LEDs on here, but I haven't decided yet, so I needed something in the meantime. While I'm on lights, I ought to probably talk about these auxiliary lights. I put these on here. I couldn't find a bracket I mounted, and I tried a couple of positions, but I didn't like them, so I fabricated these mounts. This is just aluminum, and it goes back into the piece of metal that holds the shroud on. This isn't really necessary, I suppose, but I got a Windshield Riser kit. This is the KLR dash kit, and it has the dash panel and the piece that goes back behind here in case you have a clear windshield. It doesn't work as well as I thought it would with the stock windshield, and so I got one of these. This is a zero gravity sport touring windscreen, which everyone says works really well with the KLR dash. We'll see. And the last thing in this video is going to be the cramp buster. Now this thing, again, is not mandatory by any stretch of the imagination, but this thing helps so much on long stretches, relieving your hand, that I put it in here. Now some people ride without it, and it's definitely gets in the way a little bit if you're riding in dirt a lot, but on the highway there's just nothing like it. Well, that about sums up the important parts. Next week we'll go into the rest of the stuff on here, and pros and cons, and why I just couldn't live without it. Anyway guys, if you like this video, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, and till next week, ride safe. See ya.